Alright guys, this week in class we have been talking about ways that we can figure out the meaning of a word when we come to a word in a story that we don't know. And good readers have some different strategies to do that. One strategy we can use is called context clues. Excuse me. Now there are different types of context clues. Today we kind of reread Crow Boy, a book that we've been using for a bunch of different lessons. And let's go ahead and read a little bit. Until Mr. Isobe announced that Chibi was going to imitate the voices of crows. Voices? Voices of crows? Voices of crows? Now, when I'm reading that, there's a word that maybe I don't know. That word is imitate. Again, until Mr. Isobe announced that Chibi was going to imitate the voices of crows. So Chibi is at the talent show. Everybody's wondering, what's he going to do? And his teacher says he's going to imitate crow voices. So a good reader, if they didn't know what imitate meant, they would stop and say, I wonder what that means, because reading is thinking, right? So one way we can figure it out is by using context clues, and we learned how to create a vocabulary map to help us figure out the clues and what the word means. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay? So for the vocabulary map, the word that we don't know goes in the middle. In this case, it's imitate. Alright? Imitates the word that we're not sure what it means. Okay? So now down here in this corner, I'm going to write the sentence that the word comes from. Mr. Isobe announced that Chibi would imitate the voices of crows. There you go. There's the sentence that came from. Alright, so now I'm thinking, I wonder what this word means. So what I'm going to look for is examples, clues that show examples of the word imitate. Well, let's see. And Chibi said, yes, voices of crows. First he imitated the voices of newly hatched crows. And he made the mother crow's voice. There's a clue. He's imitating voices of crows. Oh, he made the mother crow's voice. So now I'm going to write my clues up here. He made the voices. Okay. So if he's imitating voices, he made the voices. Okay. Then it says, he imitated the father crow's voice. He showed how crows cry. There we go. He showed how they cried. And it goes on to show how they cry again. And there we go. I think that's good. Okay, so here are clues. He made the voices. He showed what they sound like. Okay? So if he first said, I'm imitating the voices. Then he said, and then the author said he made the voices. Then he said he showed what the voices sound like. I'm going to guess that imitate, Mr. Isobe announced that Chibi would show the voices of crows, that he would make the voices of crows. I'm going to say that, I guess he's copying crow voices. I think imitate means to copy or act like, sound like. So this is my meaning, what I think it means. And then finally I'm going to draw a picture of imitating. Well, not necessarily from the story, but if imitate means to copy, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, you ever play that mirror game where you do the same thing that your friend does? You try to copy each other? There we go, they're copying each other. Okay? That represents the copy. Okay, so I made a vocabulary map. Word I don't know is in the middle. Sentence it came from is in the bottom left-hand corner. The clues, examples of that word from the story that the author included, go in the right-hand corner. Top left-hand corner, I decided to imitate must mean to copy or to act like. And then I draw a picture to help me remember what the word means. And that is how we do a vocabulary map to figure out the meaning of a word.